Good evening, good evening. It's your boy Ace Connors today. Today we have the head coach, Coach Littlejohn from Denmark Olar. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you doing, Ace?
Good. You know, it's in the summer. You know, kids working out, kids trying to stay out of trouble, trying to have a good summer job. So with Denmark Olar having a 7-4 regular season schedule last year, how do you think we should look forward to this season?
Lost a lot of good guys last year. Had 10 seniors out of the 10. 3 went to college to play football. Keith Washington, big time quarterback, all-state, all-region multiple times. He's going to Carson Newman to play wide receiver. We have Jacory Williams, outside linebacker, tight end, forward receiver. He's going to Newberry. And we have William Conley Jr. He's going to South Carolina State. Go Bulldogs.
Okay, we love the Bulldogs.
So those 3 young men are going to college, and Chris Sanders, Brandon Johnson, a lot more other guys that paved the way we lost last year. But this year we should be pretty good. We've a really, really talented team this year. We just got to put it all together. A lot of guys that haven't had a lot of playing experience, but they're going to get their time this year.
Okay. So what do you think is the average day of a I guess a student athlete, well technically football athlete at Denmark? How does that usually go? From workouts
for the summer or in season?
I'll say getting toward the season coming up for the summer.
So summer right now we have 2 groups from 6:30. We'll have one group, that'll be our big guys, they come in at 6:30. That's our O-line, D-line, come in at 6:30. Then our skill guys and our big skill. Skill guys are receivers, DBs, big skills are linebackers, running backs. They come in at 7:30. So we lift, we run, we go outside and also do 7-on-7 practice, get ready for our 7-on-7 contests. We have those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we are there pretty much from 6:30 to about 10:30, Monday through Thursday.
Okay. So personally, me, I was a 1A student at one point in time, 1A student athlete as well. And at my school, we had to play both sides of the ball. So how do you think that is that the same way at Denmark?
For sure. Most of a lot of 1A schools play both sides of the ball. We don't play. I call it. You play all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams. So our guys, we probably have we average around between 32 to 26 players.
Okay.
Last year I think we had around 28 to 29 players. So out of that, probably about 18 of those played about 120 snaps, 20-30 snaps a game between offense, defense, special teams.
Okay. And we'll be back with Coach Littlejohn after the break. This is Ace Connors, and we're back with Coach Littlejohn from Denmark Olar. So, sir, I've seen that you coach many places, from the GA at Delta State to one of the coaches at Newberry to being a coach at one of the biggest high schools in South Carolina, Gaffney High School. So, back on the topic of, I guess, 1A, because it kind of just very excites me. What's the difference from training to facilities to just those type of things when it comes to smaller schools?
At your bigger schools, you definitely have more coaches, between 18 to 20, and from a small school you have anywhere between 7, and I'm pretty lucky for 1A school. I have 11 coaches, including myself. So I have 10 assistants, and they coach between middle school and varsity. Fortunately, we don't have a JV program. We just have middle school and varsity. But at a bigger school, a 5A like Gaffney, you have a 9th grade program with about 35, 40 students on it, players on it. JV have another 45, 50 students, and then your varsity between 55 to 75 players. Depends on your high school.
Okay. So how do you think the transition with going straight from middle school to varsity, how do you think the transition is for the student athletes to go just straight to that level?
It's very hard. I mean, a lot of those guys, you go on to play against 17, 18-year-old young men, and when you're coming in wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, middle school to a 9th grader, I mean, it's a big transition. So they gotta get reps, and they can't be scared. That's one thing I tell my guys: you cannot be scared of the moment. Go in and play your tail off, and whatever happens, we'll coach it on the next day in film and get better.
And for sure, and I definitely feel that schools like Denmark Olar, schools like North, schools like Calhoun County, I feel they're definitely overlooked, because if you look at some of the best NFL stars in the state of South Carolina right now, from Darius Leonard to Joe Thomas from Blackville, you see that even though we're overlooked in the state, we're not overlooked by when it comes to the big platform. How do you think that?
I tell everybody, talent is talent. No matter if you go, you're 1A or 5A. Only thing you just might have more. You have more talent or more players at that school to have to choose from, but you're always gonna have from a 1A school. You probably gonna have out of that 30 kids. You're probably gonna have at least 3 to 5 to 6 special ones, you know. So it don't matter where you come from, as long as you can ball, they'll find you.
Okay. So this season, should we be looking for more of a defensive team, more of an offensive type team this year?
Most definitely. I think this year, from returning starters, I think we have 7 returning starters on defense, and on offense we probably have 4. So we probably got a total of 11 returning starters, 7 on defense and 4 on offense. So I think my defense should be further along than our offense this year.
Okay, we'll get right back on 93.7, the People Station. Here we are again on 93.7, the People Station. Here I am with Coach Littlejohn from Denmark Olar. So, Coach, I know one thing about football games, really nationally, it's kind of hard to get people in the stands. At your school, do a lot of people come to football games?
Man, I'm going to tell you what, Denmark Olar, our community, our fan base is top notch.
Okay, my fault.
They come out in droves. Football, basketball, anything our youth is doing, they're out supporting, and that's one thing I really love about Denmark Olar is our fan support, our community involvement. Man, I really love it.
Okay. So would you say that coming to a home game in Denmark is very hard for the opposing team?
I'm gonna tell you what, we haven't lost a home game in 2 years. So we've won 11 games in the past 2 years. On the road, it's a different story. We're probably 500, but in the last 2 years, we haven't lost at home.
Okay.
I'm not gonna win. I don't want to jinx that.
All right. So, do you think that this season will definitely be a season for people to look out for? Like, what teams are you guys definitely gunning for that this year?
I think we're the hunted. I think we're one of the top 3 teams in our region. I think we have a 17 region. We would have 8, but North and HKT play together on one team. So I think we're one of the top 3 teams in the region. I think we're the hunted. I used to think that before I got there, Denmark was on the downslope and teams would want to request us for homecoming. But not anymore. I just think if we can come together and be one as a unit and put some things together, I think this can be a really, really good season.
And we'll be back after the break. It's Ace Carnage back at the 93.7 The People Station. Here I am again with Coach Littlejohn. So, sir, I read on Great Schools, I saw that, Calhoun County have 400 kids. Allendale Fairfax has approximately around the same type. I saw that in the region, you guys are one of the smallest student populations with 170 kids. So how do you feel about that?
Man, we're one of the smallest schools in the entire state. 9th through 12th, we probably have about 175 kids. That's 9th through 12th. So for some schools, that's like one grade level, like a 9th grade class, something like that. But that shows the amount of talent that we have from a young man's perspective at our school. We have, like I say, between 25 to 32 kids each year on our team, man, and there's some really, really good athletes come out of Denmark Olar High School.
That's really good because with kids like that and kids in rural South Carolina, it's hard, and you see many times people get beat by the other schools with really more people to choose from, and I really just commend that because I peep like many other schedules and stuff that like I remember you saying that at one point 0-7. And all these other records, and now I looked on Max Preps and saw that it was 7-4. So to have a big change, especially with 170 students, is just amazing.
I mean, I commend my coach staff. Man, we worked tirelessly. This is going to our 4th season. Our first season was 0-7. The next year we was 7-4. Again, this year we was 7-4. Making strides each and every year, and good players, man. Good players make any coach look good. I just want to commend those in our administration, man. Our administration really values a student athlete in athletics.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on again. Thank you for coming again, Coach. Ace Connors, 93.7, the People Station.
Thank you.